Hello students, good day once again, and let us continue with our bio chapter that we have started with in the last lecture, systematics of living organisms. The last point that we were stressing in this chapter was the cladogram, right? What is this cladogram? This cladogram is nothing but a typical branching pattern. So we were dealing with what? Cladogram. Okay, so what is this cladogram? We have mentioned it to be a very typical branching pattern. Okay, as you have been drawing the tree diagrams, isn't it? You have represented many aspects in your studies, maybe in science, maybe in literature, in English. You have represented some note in form of a tree diagram. Cladogram is such a typical branching pattern. Okay, now we'll go into this cladogram when we will study the 3 kingdom and the 5 kingdom system of classification. Okay, so here what you remember is cladogram is a typical branching pattern. Just in few minutes we are going to come back to this cladogram as we are going to use it to represent the 3 kingdom system as well as the 5 kingdom system of classification. Now we will pass on to another important point, and that is phylogeny. Phylogeny. Okay students, now what is this phylogeny? Phylogeny is the evolutionary relationship of organisms. What is it? It is evolutionary relationship of organisms. Okay, when we talk of evolutionary relationship, what do you mean by evolutionary relationship? See, we believe that no organism has come on this earth all of a sudden. कोणताही सजीव पृथ्वी तलावर आहे त्या अवस्थेत अचानकपणे आलेला नाही. Okay? Every living form that is on the earth has come from some pre-existing life. आपल्या पृथ्वी तलावर जो काही सजीव आहे तो सजीव हा आधी असलेल्या सजीवांमध्ये उत्क्रांतीच्या शृंखलेने निर्माण झालेला आहे. It has come from pre-living life in the course of evolution. Okay? So, phylogeny is that science which establishes evolutionary relationships of organisms. एका ऑर्गॅनिझमचं दुसऱ्या ऑर्गॅनिझमशी असलेलं इव्होल्युशनरी रिलेशनशिप हे फायलोजेनीने दिलं जातं. Okay, now see, there is a wrong notion, absolutely wrong notion that we all carry in mind and we keep on saying that. Okay, माकडाचा माणूस झाला. Yes, monkey has evolved into man. Absolutely wrong. We haven't been evolved from monkey, but from some common ancestors, on one line evolved the apes and the human beings, and on other line evolved the monkeys. Okay, so we and the monkeys have some common ancestors in the late life of earth. अति प्राचीन काळी आपला आणि माकडांचा जो काही इनफॅक्ट ancestor होता, पूर्वज होता, तो एकच आहे. And from this ancestor on 2 different lines, one line evolved to form the apes and diversified to human beings, other line evolved to form the new world and the old world monkeys. Getting it? So here we have a phylogenic relationship with the monkeys. Both of us are having common ancestors. We and the apes are very close to each other. Our ancestors are very common, very close. म्हणजे आपण आणि एप्स म्हणजे काय, तर गुरिल्ला, चिंपॉन्झी, गिब्बॉन हे आहेत एप्स. ओके, या एप्स आणि आपल्यामध्ये तर भरपूर साम्य आहे बिकॉज आर ancestors are very Okay, so we have very closely related ancestors, but we have evolved on to different lines. आपल्या दोन्ही यांचे जे लाइन ऑफ इव्होल्यूशन आहे, उत्क्रांतीची शृंखला आहे ती वेगवेगळी आहे. But this relationship of evolution is studied in what? Studied in phylogeny. कशात अभ्यासली जाते ती? Phylogeny. Now the system, phylogeny, this system helps us to understand what? It helps us to understand the evolution. उत्क्रांती कशी झाली याचा आपल्याला पूर्ण आकलन हे ह्या फायलोजेनीनी होत असतं. So it helps us to understand the evolution, and it also focuses on what? Focuses on similarities in the metabolic functioning of these organisms. फायलोजेनेटिकली जे ऑर्गॅनिझम्स रिलेटेड आहेत त्यांच्या मेटाबॉलिक फंक्शनिंग मध्ये व्हॉटेवर सिमिलॅरिटीज आर देअर, दीज सिमिलॅरिटीज आर फोकस्ड अपॉन इन द स्टडी ऑफ फायलोजेनी. If we take the examples of phylogeny or phylogenetic relationship, there are two systems of classification that can be quoted as the best examples to establish phylogenetic relationship. First is the three kingdom system. Three kingdom system. Who proposed this three kingdom system? This three kingdom system was proposed by Carl Wood. कोणी दिली आहे ही? Proposed by Carl Wood. In the year 1990 is one of the example of phylogeny. The second example of phylogeny is the five kingdom system of classification. This system of classification was proposed by R.H. Whittaker. And that was in the year 1969. Okay, so these two systems of classification are the examples of phylogenetic relationship. कशाचे examples आहेत? Phylogenetic relationship. Now firstly we will study this three kingdom system of classification, and for that let us go for a cladogram of it. Okay, so let us study the three kingdom system of classification with the help of a cladogram. In 1990, Carl Wood proposed that whatever are the living organisms at present, these all living organisms have evolved from a common ancestor. पृथ्वी तलावरचे जे काही सजीव आहेत ते एका कॉमन पूर्वजापासून इव्हॉल्व झालेले. दे हॅव इव्हॉल्व फ्रॉम अ कॉमन ancestor, and this evolution has taken place as organisms have taken diversified on different lines during the course of evolution. जसं इव्होल्यूशन होत गेलं तसं organisms ची लाइन ऑफ इव्होल्यूशन डायव्हर्सिफाय झाल्या, वेगवेगळ्या झाल्या. सो डिफरंट ऑर्गॅनिझम्स इव्हॉल्व. फ्रॉम द कॉमन ancestor evolved one line. Okay, this line gave rise to what are called as the bacteria. काय तयार झाले? बॅक्टेरिया. How are these organisms? हे organisms कसे आहेत? Unicellular prokaryotes. How are these? Unicellular prokaryotes. एकपेशीय आहेत. Unicellular prokaryotes. अस्पष्ट केंद्रकी पेशी असलेले हे organisms आहेत. In which the nucleus is not well developed. So these organisms which are having unicellular characterization with prokaryotic organization became the bacteria. Okay, on another line, okay, other organisms started evolving on other line. Then this line got diversified at one point. एका point ला ही line diversify झाली. And at one junction, ह्या diversification च्या एका end ला तयार झाले archaea. Which organisms evolved? Archaea. Now, what are these archaea? Archaea are the organisms which are again prokaryotic. यांच्यासारखेच bacteria सारखेच हे पण prokaryotes आहेत. These are also prokaryotes. But difference between archaea and the bacteria is that they differ in their cell wall organization. कशात difference आहे त्यांच्या cell wall मध्ये. Okay, so archaea has a different types of archaea has a different type of cell wall. The bacteria have different type of cell wall. So spelling archaea is ARCHAEA. Archaea. Okay, so both are prokaryotes, but difference is in their cell wall. Here the cell wall is made up of peptidoglycans. Cell wall is made up of a chemical which is called as peptidoglycan. And here cell wall is without peptidoglycan. यांच्या सेल वॉल मध्ये पेप्टिडोग्लायकन हा केमिकल नसतो. Okay, so that was another line of evolution which developed into archaea. Now this line further went on to evolve to form advanced organisms, and these advanced organisms are the eukarya. What are these? These are eukarya. Eukarya are eukaryotes. What are eukaryotes? These are the organisms in which the cell will have a well-developed nucleus. या सगळ्या ऑर्गॅनिझम्सच्या पेशीमध्ये केंद्रक न्यूक्लियस हा वेल डेव्हलप्ड असतो. सो दीज ऑर्गॅनिझम्स आर द युकॅरिया. युकॅरियामध्ये फर्दर इव्होल्यूशन झालं. सम बिकेम द फंजाय, सम बिकेम द प्लांटी, सम बिकेम द ॲनिमॅलिया. बट ऑल दीज ऑर्गॅनिझम्स आर हॅव्हिंग वेल डेव्हलप्ड न्यूक्लियस. कसं आहे यांच्या पेशीमध्ये? केंद्रक हा सुस्पष्ट आहे, वेल डेव्हलप्ड आहे. सो दोज ऑर्गॅनिझम्स बिकेम द युकॅरिया. ओके, सो दिस इज अ cladogram which represents the three kingdom system of classification. The three kingdoms are the bacteria, archaea and eukarya. These three systems, these three kingdoms have developed from a common ancestor. Okay, on different lines of evolution. Are you getting it, students? Just go through this and we will go for the 5 kingdom system of classification and its cladogram. Okay, now let us go for the 5 kingdom system of classification and let us represent it in the form of a cladogram. Now this 5 kingdom system of classification was given by R.H. Whittaker. And when was it given? It was given in the year 1969. When was it given? In the year 1969. Now this 5 kingdom system of classification includes 5 kingdoms. What are these 5 kingdoms? These 5 kingdoms are Kingdom Monera. What is the first kingdom? Kingdom Monera. Second, Kingdom Protista. What is the second? Kingdom Protista. Third, Kingdom Fungi. Okay, pronounce it as fungi or fungi. Both will do. Fungi म्हणा, fungi म्हणा, done. Fungi म्हणायचं नाही. Don't pronounce it as fungi. It is either fungi or fungi. So this is Kingdom Fungi or Kingdom Fungi. The fourth is Kingdom Plantae. What is the fourth? Kingdom Plantae. And the fifth is the Kingdom Animalia. Okay, so these are the 5 kingdoms into which the entire living world is divided by R.H. Whittaker. R.H. Whittaker ने पूर्ण सजीव सृष्टीला या 5 किंगडम्स मध्ये विभाजित केलेले आहे. किंगडम मोनेरा, किंगडम प्रोटिस्टा, किंगडम फंजाय, किंगडम प्लांटी and किंगडम एनिमालिया. Okay, so how did he go for the classification of all the organisms into these 5 kingdoms? For classifying, he used certain criteria of classification. त्यांनी classification साठी 4 निकष लावले. Criteria means निकष. किती निकष लावले? 4 निकष लावले. What are those criteria? So criteria used by this person for classification. The first criterion was cell organization. पेशी संरचना. First criterion. Second criterion that this man used was body organization. शरीर संरचना. Okay. The third criterion that was used was mode of nutrition. Mode of nutrition. Okay. अन्न ग्रहण करण्याची पद्धत. Mode of nutrition. And the fourth was life cycle. What was the fourth criterion? Life cycle. So considering these 4 criterion, the entire living world was divided into 5 kingdoms by R.H. Whittaker. You have to memorize this criteria used by R.H. Whittaker. You should know the names of the 5 kingdoms by heart. So just revise this for a minute and we'll come back to the topic.